All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Target Talk. As always, we are your hosts. I'm Justin. I got Mike.
What up?
And we got a very special guest in the building, Kwashica Haynes. Did I said that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay, great. How are you doing?
I am doing great. Yes, I am. A little nervous, but
Okay.
I'm glad to be in your presence. Both of your presence.
Well, we are very happy to have you.
Definitely. I was saying definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
yeah.
Happy you're here.
Absolutely. You are in the Can We Talk Sports.
Yes,
So why don't you go ahead and start off by telling us a little bit about that?
absolutely. So, again, my name is Kwashica. I'm a co-host with Can We Talk Sports. It's a sports mom show. Of course, dads, uncles, grandparents, of course. We cater to them as well. But it's a show basically where the sports moms tell stories and our journey with our student athletes to inspire other parents, educate things that they don't know coming up. So, yeah, it's been 5 years, five
Wow.
years. And, of course, it started with our visionary, Karen Reese. And so, yeah, so she just called one of the ladies, and we all said yes, and here we are now.
Okay. How y'all all know each? Did y'all all know each other prior to?
Well, I met Karen at DeSoto.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm a mom of six, and so I started the sports journey with my boys, and they played at DeSoto. We played, of course, youth league, middle school, but we end up at DeSoto, and that's where I met her. And such a kind woman. So she was like on the booster club team, yes. And so we went from there, and we as parents in the crowd, games. We meet up at the games and watch the DeSoto Eagles, yes, play. And so then from there, she had this God ideal, and she called me, and I was like, yes, let's go. Let's go.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been a wonderful journey. Absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. So what's really the mission behind Can We Talk Sports?
To inspire parents that's upcoming. It's a lot of things that parents don't know. It's not just about going to the games and cheering. I mean, that's the great part. That's like the icing on the cake. But it's a lot of things starting like recruiting, the recruiting process, and I can witness to that when my sons, was in high school. My oldest, Larry, I wasn't aware of the recruiting process. I thought it was the coaches. They do everything, and Mama just sit back and pray and cheer and sideline cheerleader. But yes. And so I didn't know that the parents can actually, participate. Now, I would say this, don't be overbearing, because you got some that will be overbearing, but I just put it in the coaches, and we had some wonderful coaches. Oh, we did. But I could have marketed, marking my son, reached out to other colleges, so my oldest then ended up with a D1, and it broke his heart. Oh my God, it broke his heart. He went through depression. So, and it was like a failure for me because I supposed to have his back, right? So yeah, so it's a recruiting process, picking the right colleges, because now we're going to the next level. It's not just fun and games. It's not fun like youth team, flag team. Hey, we're going to the next level, and it gets real serious, real serious. So yes, that's part of my journey, and that's why we come on that show to tell our story and to help other parents. And nowadays, social media is so worldwide. So now I see parents recruiting their children, making highlight tapes and things to that nature. So yeah, it's a lot.
What did your sons play?
So Larry Nixon, he was the running back at DeSoto. And also then Kadarian Nixon, they called him KD. He was a wide receiver slot. Okay, he ended up going to University of Colorado.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so his name they call him KD, and along with LaVisca. Y'all heard of LaVisca. And so he ended up being drafted. LaVisca, my son didn't, but yeah, we went to Colorado. We enjoyed the 4 years, and then he was transferred to USC.
Wow.
Right. Yeah, and he entered the draft, but we we didn't go no further. So yes, I got a story.
What do you think has been the most rewarding part of being a sports mom, and what's the biggest challenge?
Just seeing your sons, live out their dreams. When I was young, and I say this, and I have to give it back to my grandfather, which he's no longer here, but I grew up in this sports environment. He took me to games, all types of games, basketball, football. We watched the Mavericks, Cowboys. That's our favorite team, Dallas Cowboys. Yes, but no, and just growing up in that environment, it was just like it's just a no-brainer. Like I sat with cheerleaders, so when my sons came up of age, what was 4 and 7, 7 and 4, it was like, Granddaddy, we gotta put him in the sports. We gotta put him in sports. So, and just to see them, he didn't get to see it. So it's like I had to carry that vision, right? And so, but just to get to see them go through each level, and the challenging part is again when they don't make it to the next level, right? Because we was told, or I was told, that they're going to go far, they're going to go to the NFL, things to that nature, but they did go far, so I have to honor that. But yeah, the challenges of seeing them not making it to D1 or making it to the NFL, and that emotional pain that mothers feel, trying to support, because you try to fix everything. You want to fix everything, and you can't. So, yeah, that's but the rewards, I mean, it's so many games. Our first state champion game was when my son, my second son, Kadarian, they won state the first time, and that was 2017. So that was rewarding, Wow, it's amazing. And then the college level it's a different ball game. Oh, it's a different ball game. It's so fun. It's so, now you got others. Yeah, it's other things, that goes with it. But yeah, it is. It's rewarding to see them to go to that next level. It really is.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Why don't we go ahead? We'll kind of switch gears. Let's talk about this upcoming Sports Moms Conference that you got on February 1st. What can people expect from that?
Oh, wow. Guys, I am so excited. Again, these are God ideals, right? I've never heard of a sports mom conference.
Me neither.
No,
okay.
That's what made
yes, and
that's
so
what made you guys pop out to me.
right, it's just like having your first baby, your first born, So yes, we're having the first Sports Mom Conference on February the 1st. We're going to have a lot of speakers, professional speakers, that come out and talk about the recruiting process, getting into the transfer portal, the NIL, the collectives, the difference of that, mental health awareness, oh my God, taxes on the NIL. So a lot of informative information, again, that parents, grandparents, uncles that needs to know, that have someone as, a student athlete in a sports arena, right? So, I mean, we're inviting football moms, basketball, tennis, ballet, dance, cheerleading, because I have now, my boys is grown now. I have my girls, and I'm a volleyball mom. That was my first rodeo. Volleyball. I didn't expect that. So I had to relearn. I mean, I had to learn things that I'm like, I don't know about no volleyball. Yeah. And then my youngest is a cheerleader. Of course, I know about dance a little bit, but yeah, and so I'm still a student listening to the teacher. Even though I'm a co-host, I'm still acting as a student because I still have children that is in sports, right? And so it's just going to educate, again, everyone that need to, your kids are going to the next level. And you need to know. You need to know the do's and the don'ts, period. And so, and we have a special guest. Dun, 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 dun. One of our special guests, Travis Hunter mom, is coming.
Wow.
Yeah, that's big.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Great.
So, I mean, and she's going to be sitting with us on the couch, the co-host mom. So I'm going to be excited about that. Like, how it feel to be a Heisman mama, but yeah, so it's going to be big. We're going to have breakout rooms, and then it's good to go to the conference where you can, if you have a question with the speakers, you can get 2 or 3, 4 minutes in one-on-one, conversations, just watching it on the live, things to that nature, because every parent has a unique story. Right. So, yeah. Yeah.
And it's going to be in Cedar Hill, right?
Yes, Trinity Hill Church in Cedar Hill. Yes.
Okay, awesome.
We'll definitely put all the details in the episode.
Yes,
absolutely.
indeed.
What was it like putting this conference together?
We're still doing it now.
Yeah.
The marketing, yes. Marketing. Again, Miss Karen, she's a go-getter. Oh, she's a go-getter, and I love it. She's going to push you to excellence. And so, and another thing, too, we're looking for sponsors.
Okay.
Yeah, they want to help. Also, vendors. If you have a business and you want to be a vendor, please reach out to us, and we'll provide those details so you can promote your business as well. Just a lot of opportunities, networking. Oh my God. Being in a room with other moms and knowing their stories and, oh, you went through that too? Oh, I went through that. This is what I did. And seriously, it's something about having a group, a support group, right? And so, yeah, we got a lot of things that's going, and it's still going. We pushing now, even with the book. We have a Sports Moms book now. It's 10 ladies that's going to collaborate together and come up with, each one has a chapter, and we're going to come up and have the book. We definitely want to launch it on February the 1st.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, again, telling our stories. You got parents that's with the basketball. What is it?
AAU.
Yeah, because I'm more football, but yeah, and different things that you want to avoid, spending money that you shouldn't be spending, and so yeah, we got some stories. You got some stories and a lot of things that you're gonna get out that book that's gonna help. It's all about helping. Like what I've noticed with just our community, we'll go get it, but not bring it back to the community. And so I noticed that in the sports, you got to really ask around, or, people don't want to tell, and maybe they don't know. They don't know. Let me say that, and so, but that's the whole point of the conference, information that you don't know and you'll be aware. Especially, I'm telling you, NIL is big and it's changing every year, and the taxes that, that the student athletes may have to pay, we're going to have a speaker that talks about that, how to file your taxes and things to that nature, so you won't be in trouble with IRS. So, yeah, it's going to be very informative.
So, yeah, stuff like that's super important, especially if they do make the league and they make a lot of money and they don't do their taxes correctly.
Yeah.
Or they let someone else do their taxes
Right,
and they don't have
right.
their best interest at heart.
Right.
So that's
yeah.
very important.
It is. The IRS don't play.
No.
No, they
Nah, they're going to get theirs for sure.
Yes, indeed.
So you mentioned Travis Hunter's mom.
Uh-huh.
Fellow Colorado parent, I guess.
Yeah.
Y'all got that in common.
Yeah.
Is there anyone else you're excited to see?
Let's see. So it's one of our speakers. She's her son is in the youth league, and she went viral with him. Y'all may have seen this. Now she was in the yard teaching him how to block.
Oh, I've seen. Yeah.
She's coming.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, ain't that amazing?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And so she took me back because we didn't. We had VCRs or something back then, but we weren't recording like everybody does now. When I started with my two boys, I took them right in the front of the yard and threw the ball. And so when I seen that, I was like, "You go, girl, you go!" And she was so serious. But that's the things that people didn't know moms do. Dads do it too. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
But that's the things that moms do. And so for her to record that, people get to see it's real out here. I mean, we do that. And it's not for show. This is something because we want our boys to go to the next level. And so, yeah, that was amazing. So she will be there, absolutely. And she'll be talking about the youth team and, probably the pros and cons. Now, again, I have a daughter. She's 8. And so I had to go back. Everybody say that you started all the way over. And I did. And so it's totally different. I would say youth organizations work on leadership. Work on leadership with the parents, coaches, get on one accord. And that's my experience that I actually experienced in 2024 watching the leadership for my daughter. And so, but it's totally different. So yeah, that's a whole nother ball game, but you have to fix the foundation before you can, they can move forward. Like the foundation is youth, little league, then middle school. If you don't fix it there, the foundation gonna fall. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
No, you're okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. So yes, and I mean we
Sorry, I don't understand.
we have so many other speakers that's coming up. Give me a second here. So yeah, I'm gonna pull them up. But yeah, those are the main ones. I believe by 15. Oh, they gonna get their money worth. Tickets are out. We may do something with giveaways. Okay. But anything that we can to bring people in. And this just the first time. This just gonna be the first, but we're gonna continue to move forward. Yeah, we're gonna continue with it.
That's great. You kind of mentioned this earlier, and it kind of ties in. But sports moms, y'all hold it down in so many ways.
Yeah.
But y'all don't always get the recognition that you deserve.
Right.
What's one way you think sports culture could be better to celebrate the moms behind the athletes?
Just get with us now. Yeah, and that's again back to can we talk sports? We got something to say. That was our motto. We have something to say. We have a voice, And you're right. We on the teams, you hear team moms. They go get the kids, or they make bags and make sure they got Gatorade and things to that nature. But we do so much more. Oh my God, picking the kids up from practice. Making sure they eat when they get home. Again, emotional support is the big thing. And so, of course, hey, I should have been a mascot, y'all. I used to be running down those sidelines. Y'all bringing the memories back. Oh my God. And I did not care. But no, we want our kids to know we are the number one fan. They're number one fan, and it's just and like I said, I grew up in that environment, so it was like my element. Like I belong here, so nobody's not gonna kick me out. But yeah, we do a lot, and that's why we're saying, support, the sports moms. If we can come together, not try to do everything by ourselves. Now it's a lot. It's kind of intimidating. It is if you don't know about sports, Some moms may not know. The dads know more, But, take the time to I'm telling you, Google AI out there, research what is running back, RB, what is WR, what is NFL stock, what is the five power school, like go get the knowledge, like research, and you'll feel more, comfortable moving forward instead of be like, in the back. And that's what we would have took a back seat. But us, we saying, no, we done been through too much. We got something to say. We got something to say.
I think that's why platforms like what y'all have is so important, because some people don't even know where to start.
Right.
When they don't know sports, they just know, like my son wants to play football. I don't know what to do after that. So
right. And touchdown and run down that way and don't get caught.
So y'all like created a community to where,
Yes. So, yeah, we're hoping that we can get a lot of people to come out. Honestly, I mean, this is big. This is huge. This is a breakthrough. I mean, rather you know it or not, because it had never been done before.
Right.
And so we have to go all the way with it, and I'm here for it, and I'm glad I'm a part of it. I'm just like, whoa, a conference, a sports mom conference, that is huge. And again, dads, you're welcome. Please come, please. Granddads, like my granddad used to take me to the games all the time. The grannies, aunts, uncles, and that's one thing about my family. When my sons played at DeSoto, they brought everybody. The village, people was coming out of the states, because you got two brothers on the same team playing varsity together, like their name was known, and so everybody would come out. Friday night lights, it just bring the community out, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
So within the community that Can We Talk Sports has built and continues to build, has there been a piece of feedback that you've gotten from a mom that made you stop and say, like, this is exactly why I'm doing this?
Yeah, I recently got feedback, me personally, in my inbox. My social media, Facebook, disabled everything. And so I'm like redoing my Facebook or my followers and stuff. So I know if y'all was following me, like, she don't got no. Oh, I had tons, trust me. And so now it's like I'm restarting over. I'm reinventing myself. And so someone reached out to me, found me, basically what I'm trying to say, found me. Hey, Kwashica, where you been? And she's a sports mom. And her son now play for SMU. And she used to be my manager like 10, 15 years ago. And so, I told her what happened for as my social media. And she was like, oh, I miss watching you. You was inspiring, and, your boys. And she was telling me that she's going, her son is going through something right now. And so I gave her some advice, because, again, it is for the moms, we get that backlash. Like, when the sons or the daughters are going through something, we feel it. We carry it, right? And so, of course, I mentioned to her, you have to make sure you stay strong for him, prayer, of course, and so you can be his backbone. And then for him, just make sure he has a plan B.
Right.
See, when my son enter into the NFL draft, I just knew everything was just gonna go easy. No. And so I just encouraged her, please, find out what other gifts he has. Not saying he's not gonna make it, guys. That's not what we be saying. It's just a plan B, just like your careers.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Have a plan B. And so she was, we're going to meet up soon. And I did invite her to the conference, of course. But it was just amazing. She gave me that get up, girl. You got some sports moms to help.
Right.
They're going through it right now. Yeah. So it was like, you just don't know what you just did. You just don't know. And so I'm glad you asked that. Yeah, and she should be coming as well. And we'll go from there. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And so, yeah, that was a good question.
Well, thank you. Just to kind of bounce off of that, the advice that you gave her for all the moms that are listening, what's one piece of advice that you would really give them?
Stay the course. Keep your emotions in check. If find a support group, honest support group. Again, we here, the Can We Talk Sports moms, sports moms. Have people around you that really care about you and your family and want to see your family move forward. That's another thing. Not just anybody. Learn and educate yourself on the recruiting process. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you, pray about everything. Like, God, what school my son or my daughter supposed to go to? Not just, that's a D1 school, so that's gonna be big, or this school. No, because it could be a JUCO or a D2 that get them in the door. So pray about the right team, the right place, the environment, and don't forget about the education part, the academic part, because, again, you need a plan B. Right. You need a plan B regardless, and find out what is their gifts besides being an athlete. There's other gifts, arts, working with your hands. I mean, it's so much out there, guys. So, yeah, that's the things that I've dealt with, and that's what I would give to you.
Very good advice.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah. So what's next for Can We Talk Sports after the conference?
Well, we're doing season 4, so I believe this is gonna be our season 4. Okay. And we're gonna put it all together, but we're just gonna continue to keep growing. Yeah, right now it's about 4 or 5 ladies on the Can We Talk Sports show. But, just keep growing, inviting new speakers on the show to give us some tips on what we can do. Like, we had a speaker talk about Rugsby.
Okay.
That was so cute to me because I didn't know nothing about it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't know, So it's all the way around. We had someone from Bahamas. I mean, we had so many people in the Olympics. We had one of the student athletes that went to the Olympics recently. And so we're going to continue to move forward. I don't see it, it's just going to grow. It has to. Baby's got to grow. So, yeah, it's been about, 5 years, and so we're still a baby, but we just got to get out there and continue to, market and be on these platforms like we are now.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a sports parent yet. I'm an aspiring sports parent.
Are you?
Give me like 4 years.
You good. Take your time.
Well, my daughter's 2 right now. She's
terrible
like,
2 or terrific 2?
No, terrible. Terrible 2.
Terrific 2.
She does show some signs of sports. So, give me a couple years, I might pull up to the.
Well, you cultivate that gift, whatever it is, dance, gymnastics. You would listen. She be flipping? She be trying to flip a cartwheel.
Well, she be trying to flip over.
I'm telling you, once when you see it, just go with it. Yeah, because it is the parents' jobs to make sure we cultivate their gifts, whatever they have. I mean, as soon as you see it, you got to go with it. You can't just, and that's what I did with my boys and my girls. Like, I'd be like, oh, okay, she need to be in gymnastics. He need to go to art. So you'll see it. Got to show you, but yeah, you'll be all right. It's going to be, you're going to love it. Yeah. You're going to love it. Yeah.
You mentioned your daughter play volleyball. Just the other day, we were basically playing catch, and she hit the ball like that. I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to buy a volleyball right now.
Listen, and this is what I did with my sons, and I was told by my uncle, which is no longer here, my late uncle, and he played sports too. He actually played basketball, but he didn't get to make it out of high school or go to the next level. So actually, my sons was the ones that went to the next level. Mm-hmm. Not only that, graduated and got masters and things of that nature. And then my oldest, he's a deputy sheriff. So I'm telling you, it's not just. I mean, they can do so much. It brings leadership out and things to that nature. So back to what I was saying, get that ball and mold it to her hand. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Get on Amazon right now.
Yeah.
Well, just before we get out of here, tell the people once again where they can get the tickets for the conference and where they should follow you for the updates.
Absolutely. So you can go to Can We Talk Sports. We are on Facebook, of course, Instagram, YouTube, or you can visit our website, canwetalksports at gmail.com, of course, and you'll see the link, click on the link for the tickets. Again, we have spots for vendors. We're looking for sponsors, anyone that want to volunteer and help. I mean, sometimes you just want to be part of something, right? Nothing, I mean, you got to get in that environment, right? Get out the house, come on and do something different. But yeah, but yes, on Can We Talk Sports. And again, our visionary is Karen Reese. I just want to make sure we give a shout out to her.
Shout out Karen.
Yes, shout out to Karen.
Absolutely.
And thank you for the opportunity to allow me to be here with these young men to promote the conference, because it's gonna be big. Yes, indeed.
And how often do y'all put out episodes of Can We Talk Sports?
Good question. Since we've been working on the conference. Now, let me say this. Let me back up, because it was when we first started. Every Thursday we'll do 9 p.m. We'll go live on Facebook. But now she's just putting out more about the conference and things that we have done. We have so much content of what we've done before. So you'll see it. You basically see it every single day until we go back into the studio for season 4 or season 5. Then you'll see more lives going forward. So the conference right now is the big thing we're doing right now. We're focused on that right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, awesome. Well, we definitely appreciate you coming in and
Thank
sitting
you
down
so
with us. We had a
much.
great time with you.
Y'all made me so comfortable.
Glad to hear it.
We are glad to hear that. That's what we strive for. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Bye.